Hello, this is Kinnack, and it's time for some more Elder Sign Omens. Today it looks like we're going to be taking on Azathoth, the blind idiot god at the center of the universe. So, yeah, suffice to say, not easy mode. We will get our random investigator team. We've got Strong Mind, which is amazing. Scrounge, which I always feel should be good, but never really works out terribly well for me. Archaeology to get more unique items, and dialing up investigation glyphs, which is pretty cool.
Something terrible has begun to awaken within our museum.
Alright. Azathoth's imminent return is causing bizarre events throughout the museum. If he isn't stopped, the entire world may be devoured. Collect 14 Elder Signs before the Doom track is filled. Right. Something is broken free. Good times. The graveyard. Opens up another world. Generally useful. Forgotten knowledge. I don't think we have any open Elder Signs. Okay, well, that makes that a little more interesting. I guess the graveyard is probably our best bet for him. Let's give it a try. At the very least, his ability can help him ignore terror effects like this one has. I'm gonna complete the skull. Anytime you complete a task, the terror effect also doesn't trigger, which is pretty nice. Man. We could technically complete that 7, but that's going to be pretty rough. I'm going to discard that and save this 3 instead, which might be the worst idea. Looking like the worst idea. Yeah, we can't actually complete this task anymore. We can go down fighting, I suppose. I wonder if it would actually have been better odds to complete that task and just leave ourselves with 1 die. Okay, Ashcan Pete actually has some pretty serious items to bring to bear. Graveyard might be his best bet too. I'm going to use his red here. Okay, well, hard to ignore that. And we can complete this. And there we go. Didn't even need that red. Let's go ahead and get a replacement for it. Got a excellent item. The double dot gives you both a red die and a yellow die. Our other dimension is awkwardly named Another Dimension. Can get an Elder Sign there, which is good. Sort of paucity of them so far. Let's see, in our new, stay away from the windows. Ooh, we can also get some Elder Signs there, but oof, that is difficult. And you get a Doom here if you fail. But 2 Elder Signs, pretty worth it. Let's see, he's got some red. There's a decent chance he would be able to do this, but we should send him after some unique items, such as the little daggers. It is not his... Let's send him in here, see what happens. Alright, and 4 dice to get a scroll. Let's see if we can manage that. Odds are pretty good, but, you know. No. Alright, well, that's fine. He just took some damage. You know, just slowly dying and or going insane. No big. See, there's one here that is excellent for him. Security office. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. I don't think you'll need either of those. Hasn't even needed his skill yet. So we're going to upgrade this 2 to a 3. Scar to die. Save the 3. Reroll. And bring that up. Okay, so we got 2 items for him. Trophy. And our first midnight. Which, I will admit, does make me want to start singing songs from Into the Woods, but... Got a monster. Of course, in our other dimension. And a yellow lock, too. But really not appreciably more difficult to defeat than it was before. I don't... Man, does he have... He does have the insta-kill for it, but he would need to get quite lucky to get the other 2 symbols. I do really like the art for Another Dimension. It's just very weird. Oh, hey. Look at that, just gonna, you know, roll exactly what we need. So unlucky. Alright. Man, this guy is potentially a giant beating. It's broken free times. Awful. Ancient relics. Doesn't really do anything for us. And stay away from the windows, I think. Honestly, this is probably the best chance we're gonna have. We are most of the way there. I don't think we need to reserve that. No. Okay, great. Alright, up to 3 Elder Signs already. Keeping out ahead of Azathoth. Let's check our new area, the Hidden Passage. Another 2 Elder Sign one. Wow, actually, surprisingly easy for a 2 Elder Sign. And the penalties for failure are pretty pretty lax. You will not die. I will go ahead and go for it. Some whiskey. I'm going to save this scroll, actually. Oh, looks like it's going to turn out to our advantage. So we can complete this and be comfortable that we're going to complete this next turn with the saved scroll. Terrible discovery being awful. Well, 2 scrolls means we're definitely not going to take it on immediately. Let's take a look for... This one's pretty investigation heavy and has a pretty minimal... Take out the skull one first, for reasons that I'm sure make some sense. Don't actually have to upgrade here, we could just use 2, but, you know, make him feel better. Gala in the Great Hall, locks yellow. And we are back around to midnight. Let's see how we're doing. Doom +2, which probably means we get another monster spawned as well. Alright. Well, something has broken free. That is a lot of terror. I'm still not immediately concerned about that. Is there anything... Oof. Really has help with it is of course yellow, but terrible discovery. I think there's a serious chance you'll be able to bust into that. Wow. Not actually sure which of these is more unlikely. Well, actually, tell you what, let's use the 2 scrolls here. Use one of his spells to save the terror, and we'll almost assuredly get, yeah, okay. Still overthinking this. Azathoth is just, you know, living up to his whole blind idiot moniker. Right. I think he might be best equipped, actually, to go after the golem. So unlucky. Alright. He'll take a little damage to his sanity. Having been to parties before, I can only say that that's entirely appropriate. The Elder Sign, as I recall, is extremely well suited to, yeah, our Scholar. If I were going to choose my teams each time, he would probably always be on my team. Which is why I do not choose them. There's some places to get rare items. Just not feeling the love. Yeah. I don't think that, like, that Azathoth has any penalties for leaving monsters on the field. But I'm going to try this one. Just the penalty for failure is pretty low. Kill this guy. Advance the clock some, which I really like, just mechanically. Oh yeah, and insta-fail the adventure because of the terror effect. Midnight earlier than usual spawns a new monster. Rather than a doom, which is really great for us. Let's see. Ancient relics. Deals some damage, but pretty easy to deal with. Flying polyp. Foolishly, I looked up to see the source of the noise. Oh, dude. Flying polyp is not a great name for a monster, but they're basically like beings of pure wind that are sort of out of phase with our reality. I mean, pure wind is probably not exactly right. They move around by manipulating the wind and like attack by manipulating the wind. So I guess you could say they're like alien airbenders, but much, freakier because Lovecraft. Alright. Elder Sign, it will be cracking it next. Man, this guy just has such ridiculous options here as far as items. Just not seeing any real call for them other than the Elder Sign adventure itself. Late Night Break-In is good for his abilities, but sort of pointless. Let's go for there's something in the basement. Let's toss one of those yellows on here. All the skulls. We are going to save this 3. I'm going to use the saved one so that we get more chances to come up with the terror. It's worth actually mentioning that we should have used the yellow die earlier because we had the terror on the field. Because the yellow die will not roll terror. I'm just not concerned enough to use a clue on this. That might make me a terrible person, but we're just going to have him take the damage. The chance of the clue helping was very minimal. Alright. With his ability, 2 clues, should not have any problem cracking this one open. Also bring his 45 automatic for good luck. Alright, so we do have to do these in order, so you lose sanity first. Use his ability. Get a scroll. Take the damage. The last one should be pretty straightforward. And this is why I sent him into this one rather than letting anybody else. Oh, and we get the -1 doom too. Great. So we're over halfway up, and Azathoth is kind of stalled. blood on the floor. Yeah, he's well equipped to scrounge through this one. So I feel like that's a Byaki, sort of gargoyle-y guy there. Not sure if that's 100% accurate. But horrible things from, if we could do this out of order, it would actually be very simple. I think I'll use the die here. We have enough rerolls, we should be good to go. Do we get one more item? I'm gonna place the red dot. Great. And another Elder Sign. We need to find help. And red glyph locked. I do not think that he has any serious chances of that happening. Oh, wow. So I literally just realized that those arrows move you through. Let's try there's something in the basement. Having two people there does provide a minimal benefit, but a benefit nonetheless. I feel like getting the 6 is more likely. Coming substantially less likely. Yeah. Boom. And 3 doomies trying to catch up. Got a monster down here. I mean, Dark Young, although not super appropriate for fight against Azathoth. Alright. We need to send somebody in here. Looks like it's going to be you, reporter. Can't use the red glyph because it's locked. Wow, and we'll just, roll exactly what we need. Glad we did use that yellow, though. Alright, a natural habitat. You do not give anything remotely useful. Late night break-in just gives a clue. Ancient relics. It's almost high enough to just buy an Elder Sign. Something has broken free. Actually, with that in mind, I should have been looking for one that provided a lot of trophies. Okay. Well, we're actually quite close for the Terror and 8 there. I'm gonna re-roll this 1. Terror and 7. Man. hard sell with only one die left here. There's about a third chance that we're going to get it. And there we go. Thank you once again to Strong Mind. Alright, well he can certainly dispense with the beating. Hallway on fire. Terror, -1 stamina. So true. Actually, do you have 10? No, you're also at 7. Well, this might be a poor decision. And we will just roll down to 1, because he does have this shotgun. There we go. Did not end up needing it. So let's do 1 of each there. I ended up getting a healing item instead of a yellow die, but we'll deal with that. Remains of the High Priest. Discard all terraglyphs. Man, we have... I mean, you know, far be it for me to complain about our luck after our general dice luck this playthrough, but we're just not getting the Elder Signs we need. Is there anywhere where he could get a unique item? Yes. So that's not gonna happen, no. It's just very unlikely without bonus dice, which he does not have. Shame. They don't let you pass around items, which admittedly they might let you do, and I just may not know. So I'm gonna just do the terror first. Let's reserve that too. Oof. 1 in 6. Not my favorite odds. Alright, so his next round, he's gonna have to go to the entrance and heal up his sanity. Alright, Doomtrack, because it's quite a bit shorter. Like, we're 5 away from losing and 5 away from winning. We just need more to win than to lose. Alright, so all that I really want here is something to crack open. He could do pretty well in here. Also, Alright, Ancient Relics it is. I don't think we're actually going to need... Oh, right. I'd forgotten about the terror here, but it did not end up being a problem. Just the required damage. Writing on the wall. You sound something that would sound great. Send our scholar to. Probably. Or we could send him... This will get us another world, which is very likely to get us Elder Sign. Alright, and that did spawn a monster on us. City of the Great Race. The archives. Get 2 normal items. Actually, a pretty good spot for our scholar, really. This might... Yeah, he can handle that. Gonna take some time out. Take a snack. I'm gonna use that red for sure. Unspreckable Colton. Alright, we do not have a skull handy, but we can do that. Alright, we used a red. I feel like 2 yellows actually. Great. And we just need 4 more Elder Signs. Alright, he, as we were discussing, needs to heal his sanity some. Or he will die. One doom, okay. Still sort of neck and neck there, both. Need 4. Man. Alright, well let's... Oh, 9, alright. So we just need to get him to beat anything. And then he can buy an Elder Sign. Don't really want to send him there because it can actually drain his trophies. That's possibly realistic. You're not a lot. That late night break-in. Oh, yeah, it was. It had a 3 and a 6. Please, no. I'm not going to use a yellow because the red you can get a wild that you can turn into terror. The like so, actually. The yellow will just never roll terror. Right, I'm confident we can get some terror. One more, and then I'll start using clues. Okay, great. Okay, so does summon a monster. Ooh, he gets a scroll to open another world, which is amazing. The gift shop. Always the most dangerous part of any museum. Alright, he is at 10. So he can actually straight up buy an Elder Sign from the souvenir shop, like you do. Let's check out Pete here. He is... Okay, it looks like we'll be just economics. Let's see. What the hell, let's send him to the gift shop. Jar of eyeballs. Torture device up front there. So close. Let's reserve that. Alright, well, that's fine. He takes 1 sanity. Doom +3. Not my favorite thing. He is actually really close. We need... Okay, well, let's... The Great Hall. Okay. So, he needs actually to buy an Elder Sign. And then... we can start hammering at the Great Hall, and I think we can... I think we've got it. We've got 2 really good chances before midnight. What actually happens if we fail? Just look at that. Oh, -1 sanity. That's not bad. Makes sense. Selena is the sort of capital-ish of the Dream Ones, so makes sense that if you screw up here, you just sort of go a little bad. Alright. Well, let's actually complete the terror first, because we actually have more icons that turn into lore. Like, we can't turn lore back into terror. Alright. And scroll. We have done it. Whew, that was actually closer than I was expecting for a while. Just, without any exercise. Alright. And everybody made it out alive. We are doing great. Alright, so we have out of the ancient ones that are available, free to play, we've defeated Yig, Haster the Unspeakable, and Azathoth, and actually had a hell of a time against Sathagua. So next time we play, we're probably gonna go in for a rematch against Sathagua, see if maybe we can defeat his malaise this time. But that's for next time. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and have a great night.